Why the fuck aren't you vegan yet, Mr. President Trump? Ooh! Is it because you're stuck on the toilet trying hard to push out a dump? When you become an ethical vegan, I guarantee you'll no longer be full of poo. And that's when I'll vote for you.
Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland, 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 Dixieland. Praise God, rally, for this is the time and place. The international high.
All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to Dixieland, the Proletariat. We're going to talk about Southern working class history and current events through a leftist perspective. So make sure to like us on social media at Dixieland, the Proletariat, or Dixie Prol. And if you want to give your wages to a bunch of rednecks, then subscribe to our Patreon page at patreon.com/DixieProl. We got a lot of cool stuff to give you, including CDs, stickers, a cookbook, Discord server, Twitch stream, and exclusive episodes. We also have a Spotify playlist with some great artists y'all should check out, as well as our merch store. This podcast is brought to you by Vaping, Living at Home, Modelo, Pushing People in Swamps, Tommy Cheating Death, Mo Evil Shitty Boss, Mo Blue Stock Options, and always Pinkerton Pulled Pork. Shout out to our new Patreon subscribers. Our monthly Patreon surplus goes to groups that are run by and or help marginalized people directly. As always, I'm Nelson with...
Tyler.
Nobody gonna say, okay, I'm here too.
Wasn't sure the order we were going here. I'm Megan.
Oh shit, my mic was muted. I'm Tommy. I actually used my real name and everything. I was oh shit.
All right, and our guests this evening are for the third time for part 3 because the company still fucking sucks.
John.
Yay!
And Megan.
Woo! And what are we going to talk about tonight, y'all? What brings you back for a third time? What sweet, awesome company?
We're gonna approach the layoffs of the entire production staff with lots and lots of optimism.
Oh yay! Because No Evil Foods is still full of shit as always. Our biggest, they're probably the biggest fans of the show. Probably. Seeing as that they I hope that we keep them up at night. I really
Those motherfuckers block me on every goddamn thing.
Join the club. No, join the club. Join the club because all of us are. I'm blocked. I think what's funny is that there's a handful of pages just exposing all of this, and they managed to have that one unblocked, I guess, so they can get notifications on it. But they have me blocked on all the socials.
There's a really good Twitter page called Bertie Gregson that they haven't blocked yet, and. Bertie has been on them for about 1.5 years now, and they still haven't blocked Bertie, but they block everybody else.
I remember when quote unquote Bertie sent an email.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. No, it's funny because after the EFF got involved, all of that stopped immediately.
Oh yeah.
It's because they knew they were doing illegal shit. It's just, where do we even start? There's just so much to get to with all of this nonsense.
Real quick, Tommy has an announcement. Tommy, who's this new person? Who's this new what do you got there?
Oh, he's so little.
Is that a bunny? You're muted.
You're muted.
God damn it. What the fuck is wrong with me today?
You get a bunny?
Yes, this is Black Phillip.
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody say hello to Black Phillip.
Hey, Black Phillip.
Hey, Black
He's
Phillip.
precious.
Oh.
Is he a harbinger for all evil?
Yes, he is.
Yes. He lives deliciously.
He does live deliciously. Yes.
I was Tommy and I are both the horror nerds in here.
Oh my God.
He whispers in my ear at night.
I did watch the new Conjuring, but I'll let y'all watch it before we talk about it.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen it yet. Oh, I couldn't get it. Goddamn.
I can't watch it.
HBO. I didn't know you could block streaming, like stream sharing. This shit's
I've been waiting for that to happen.
It's just Catholic. It's more Catholic propaganda.
Who'd have guessed? The Warrens are involved.
Oh my God. Anyway, speaking of the devil, y'all want to pick up, John and Megan, y'all want to pick up where we left off? So where we left off in this tale of union busting and woe was the NLRB ruling and everything. So can you start us from there? Like, what's the update on that? Like, what all happened with that? Because remember last time y'all were on, you couldn't talk about it because it was an ongoing case. So what ended up happening?
Well, the NLRB did their investigation. They concluded that there were merit in the allegations that we had brought against the company, in the sense that we were terminated for conduct that was protected under the NLRA. So basically, the labor board said that they had been surveilling us and they were targeting us for union related activities. They settled out of court, which I have some regrets about now. I would, in retrospect, I think I would have liked to have taken them to court over this and just kind of, mop the floor with them. I think that's what would have happened, but I don't know. At the time, it was a lot, and they ended up settling with me for about $20K and somebody else for a little bit more than that. But yeah, kind of worked out. And what's interesting about the NLRB case specifically is that I didn't really want to pursue it at first because I wasn't really sure it was going to be worth it. I'd never done it before. But if just generally, like, if anybody in your audience is ever in a situation like this, just try it. I mean, it doesn't really hurt. I mean, the process is pretty painless for the most part. They interview you, and then they interview the employer, and then they interview you again, and then they interview the employer, and it just kind of goes back and forth, and then they kind of make a determination. And if you want to take it to court, can, but the NLRB will more than likely push you to settle, and they pushed me to settle. But yeah.
But $20K is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. That's
Yeah.
Get that fucking bread, son.
Yeah. On top of the fat stacks the union obviously gave you, because the unions are run by the same, like, anyway, just anti-union bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I could say no evil paid my car off, so thanks.
It's fucking great. Oh man. Well, I'm glad that worked out. I mean, it would have been dope to take them to court and see them sweat that way, but at least you got something out of it. And then now everyone knows that No Evil Foods is full of shit.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they knew then, and that could have really been sort of the end of the whole debacle. But recent events have proven that they can go lower, and yeah. I never thought it was possible. But yeah,
let's get into that. So what are some new updates? What's going on now? What are the depths of No Evil Foods? Well, so over the last few months, I'd been contacted by employees who were getting laid off and fired, and they all, they all had their speculation as to what was happening, but some of them thought the company was just automating more, and then some of them thought the company was just going out of business. And there were times where people would message me and they'd say, "Hey, they just fired like 5 people." And these aren't union supporters. These are people who stood by them through all of that stuff. They stood by them through the union drive, the pandemic. And so it was confusing, and I didn't really understand why. And so leading up to June 11th, which is when they called a meeting and they told the entire production staff, "Hey, today's your last day. You're going to get paid through the day. You will not be receiving severance, and you'll get a letter of recommendation you could take to another job. And here's a flyer for a job fair. Good luck." And it's
on top of that too, they again told them that their healthcare ended that day. So they're like, you're out of a job, your healthcare is gone. Here's a job fair flyer. But they also mentioned that all of the regular deductions were going to be taken out of their final paychecks. So like in this final paycheck, they're charging these people for healthcare that they can no longer use. It's just like beyond what I even thought was possible of this company. Like every morning I wake up and ask myself, how low are they going to set the bar today? Like, it's just absolutely incredible. And these are people like, again, like John said, who were loyal to them throughout the union drive, throughout the pandemic, all of that. And on top of that, they have families and children and mortgages and rents to pay. And they were just kind of like, fuck you. And that's what we were worried was going to happen. But it doesn't feel good to be right about this. Like, that's what's so devastating about it is like, you know, it's all fun and games when, you know, we're calling them out on social media or, you know, different things like that and just, you know, shooting the shit about it. But these are people's lives. And it's incredible the amount of people that have reached out to not only me, but John as well, just telling us that they don't know what they're going to do now. And, you know, they're having trouble finding work. If you recall, No Evil Foods would do this thing where they worked through this program that helped employ formerly incarcerated people, which objectively is like a great thing to do because it's so hard for, you know, people with felonies on their records to find employment. And now these people are left out in the cold. Like I can think of at least 3 off the top of my head that are going to have insurmountable challenges finding new work, even with their shitty letter of recommendation. Just the callousness of this company. I just would love to take a look in their medicine cabinet. There is no way these fuckers go to bed sober. Like it's incredible.
One other thing that I forgot to mention too, and this is kind of an important detail, but there's something called the WARN Act. Are you familiar with that?
It sounds familiar.
Well, so anyway, basically what that is if you are laying off your staff and you have a staff of more than 50 people, you have to give them 60 days notice. So in retrospect, when I think about all of these people who were laid off over the last few months, the fact is they got that number done by coincidence, by design. I don't know, but it is very interesting that number was just shy of 50 employees before they decided to lay everybody off. So they didn't have to legally give them notice.
Oh, okay. So they fired people incrementally, and then they were like, "All right, we're below 50. Boom, everybody, fuck you."
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, and if you know how this company operates, again, you know, just legally speaking, I'm speculating. This is my opinion, but you know, we know how this company operates. We know they operate really shadily. I don't know. I mean,
Shadily,
so, yeah,
like that.
yeah. Some of the things that they did to get to censor the information coming out last summer. I mean, Nelson, you know, like they imitated Twitter handles, they imitated Instagram handles, they flooded their own Instagram hashtag with spam to bump out the most recent post section. They filed fraudulent copyright takedowns to get your stuff pulled.
Yeah, they sent a fake lawyer at us.
Rachel.
Yeah,
Talking about
yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Ended up being Mike's sister. That's the owner's sister, from what we
no
can
way.
gather.
Where'd she get her law degree from?
I don't know, whatever photography school she went to. It's incredible.
She photoshopped it. She photoshopped a law degree. But all right, so did they give an explanation? I mean, obviously they're capitalists that are shitty, but like, did they give any explanation of like why they were just like, oh yeah, by the way, fuck all y'all?
Well, they said that they were out of money, and they said that they were relocating to. They're basically going to be outsourcing production to a co-manufacturer, but everything that I've heard from the employees who have reached out to me doesn't indicate that they're out of money. I don't know. Maybe they are, but what's interesting is that to move to a co-manufacturing facility, you can't do that overnight. This is something that you have to plan for. There's so much that goes into that. There's so many moving parts to moving to a production facility. Not only if this isn't North Carolina, we're talking about Illinois. That's where they're moving to. So this is something that has at least been on their radar for at minimum, like at least a month. It has to have been. But there's no excuse for them to not be able to give these people any kind of warning, aside from the fact that they wanted to work them all up until the very last minute and then just fire them. They wanted to get every last bit of labor out of these people who stood by them through the union, who stood by them through the pandemic, and squeeze every little drop of that out before just throwing them on the gutter. And it's just, it's awful. It's disgusting.
Well, and it's also like, even if you pretend that this company isn't full of trash people, and I'm talking about management, obviously, not the working class people that dedicated their lives to this place and helped make it what it is. But even if you pretend that the managers of this company aren't complete pieces of shit, and that everything they're saying is true, oh, we ran out of money with financial trouble, this, blah, 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 that. There's no excuse for not letting your loyal workers know that this is happening. Like, these people were so loyal to the extent that I know at least some of them would have stayed all the way to the end. And it just blows my mind the way that, I mean, I want to say it blows my mind, but it's just like extremely disappointingly unsurprising the way that they decided to treat these people. And I'm talking like people who were staunchly anti-union that were eligible to vote during that whole campaign. I'm talking people that like hated me and just wanted nothing to do with me, kind of thing, have been reaching out to us. And it's so upsetting to me because it just demonstrates the value of that class consciousness that we all need to keep in mind. Like, now, don't get me wrong, I'm not justifying what those fucking miners did to y'all in Alabama. Like, there's a line. Like, I'm not about to join up with some fucking Proud Boys over anything. But I guess my point, though, is that, like, people all across the board are being affected by this. And, like, I mean, I don't have another word for it except for heartbreaking and disgusting. And then, Jesus Christ, we got to tell them about the talking points.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to pull this up. There was a statement that they gave Business Insider as to their official reason, and I just wanted to read that here, if that's okay. No Evil Foods will be partnering with a co-packing manufacturer for all of its food production in the next evolution of the company's growth. Our goal is to be a significant force for good in the food system with environmentally sustainable, socially conscious, plant-based foods. For us to continue on with that mission, a partnership with a co-packing manufacturer is the way forward for our company, said No Evil Foods co-founder and CEO Mike Wolniansky. In-house manufacturing with our own team was something to built, loved, and fought for very hard. Ultimately, however, for a company of our size to survive in the hyper-competitive marketplace, the co-manufacturing model will be required going forward.
What a crock of shit.
Exactly. It's just absolute bullshit.
And the other
And
oh, sorry, there was just one more part to that. Noble Foods is a brand that consumers love for our great tasting food and the company's commitment to social and environmental justice. For us to fight another day and continue our work reforming the food system, partnering with a co-packing manufacturer gives us the ability to focus on marketing, sales, and retail outreach without the significant logistical challenges we faced as a small sole manufacturer, said Sadra Shadell, No Evil Foods co-founder and CCO.
It's just like that statement could have been 2 fucking sentences. We're saving money. We want to focus on marketing. Bye, y'all. See ya. We'll be in Illinois. Like,
Yeah.
That's
That's when you put on the glasses from They Live and you read it and it like puts the propaganda goes away and you're just like, we want to save money. Fuck our workers. But like,
Yeah.
so going, I know going back to the people that have reached out to you. So obviously, like no one wants to organize with the shitty racists that attacked us. But you said like even conservatives have reached out that are that worked in the factory, and they were like, hey, did you ever get like, I don't know, it was like vindication? Did they come around actually like towards the end? They're like, hey, y'all were actually probably right about this. This is bullshit.
The thing is, yes, and I don't even want to call it vindication though, because my heart hurts for these people. Like these people, like everybody involved with that organizing drive, whether they were for, against, or on the fence about it, and no matter how much the tension got, everybody who was eligible to vote, I believe truly in my heart, were all acting with good intentions, and they had the best of intentions, whether they voted yes or voted no or abstained from voting. Like that's what hurts so much about it, is that like these people truly believed in what this company purported to do, and they truly believed them when they said, oh, we're family, we would never do this. There was actually a talking point during one of these anti-union meetings from the owner, Mike Woliansky, and he addressed the rumors that that they were going to sell the company, and that we don't have any plans to do that. Like he straight up said this to these people when that was one of our main concerns going into the organizing drive. Like it's unbelievable that they could just like, there's no way. I just fail to believe that moving to a co-manufacturer and upscaling their manufacturing process was never in the plans. Like this is a company that sells their products nationwide. And you're telling me that you were always planning on having a small little facility in Weaverville? I just think that these people are completely full of shit. And I'm here for it if they want to talk to me. I've reached out to them multiple times on multiple different platforms to try to have a conversation about it. And of course, those go unanswered, but it's really upsetting. And it's like, I have had people who have kids and, that are raising grandchildren of theirs and who have these felonies on their record, just people in all of these vulnerable positions reaching out and telling me that they don't know what they're going to do. And it's got to be like, we're frustrated with the company and we have our gripes with the company, but I feel like it pales in comparison to these people who genuinely trusted this company. I just don't know how these people sleep at night. And I will do whatever I can, whether it's a year from now, 10 years from now, 100 years from now, I want to continue to expose this company for what it is. I said this on another podcast the other day. I went on the David Feldman show and I was chatting with him about it. And I basically explained to him, like, when you purchase No Evil Foods products, you're directly contributing to the exploitation of working class people. I want their name to be synonymous with exploitation of the working class, because that is what they do. And, I was hesitant to, throughout the whole campaign and union drive and John's firing and all of that, I was really hesitant to encourage some kind of boycott or something like that, only because, I didn't want to hurt the people that were working there, because, sales go down, they're all going to lose their jobs anyway. But so I feel like we've been pretty careful about not actively instructing people not to purchase their products. But now the gloves are off. Like, if you're purchasing No Evil Foods products, why are you doing that? You shouldn't do that. There's plenty of other alternatives that you can purchase. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm heated. I'm mad. It's just disgusting.
No, it's all good. It's like how they sleep at night. They sleep at night in their nice house with their nice everything. It's like they don't give a shit. Like y'all talked about last time, how they're like, we're funded by venture capitalists. Like they're not this like started from the ground up. Look at me. They're like, hey, Wall Street people give us money. We have an idea. So they don't give a shit. It's
Shark Tank ass motherfuckers.
Mark,
I keep waiting to see them show up on Shark Tank giving
Oh
a
my
whole fucking
God.
sob story. I would kill to see that. I would.
Oh my God, that
I'd
would be
live for
so
it.
great. They're like
I mean,
pandering
that's
to
their
Mark
crowd.
Zuckerberg.
That's
I
who
would-
they belong with.
I would kill to see them in an actual Shark Tank.
I said, I think one of they need to have an accident. I mean, obviously they could have been like, I know you don't have a meat grinder, but where you have like, I don't know, the soy grinder, they could have like fallen into one of those. And like,
Nelson, you're Italian. You can't talk on air about people having an accident.
oh, whoa, it's an accident.
Whoa, hey.
Whoa, hey, nothing to do with it. All right, we're gonna send Black Phillip after them. You know what happens when Black Phillip gets to them? They turn into carrots. Tommy's just shaking. his head.
You've never seen that movie, have you?
You have ruined.
I've
you
seen
ruined
Black Phillip Black. I saw it. It was,
clickety clackety.
clickety clack. Well, yeah, it was Witch, right? It was that one before.
Yeah.
I was like, meh about it.
The one where his mom from Jersey hides in a cabin in the woods, starts snatching babies.
And they turn out to be witches and whatever. It's like, hey, don't go to Staten Island.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no fucking idea what movie you guys are talking about.
Oh my God.
No fucking clue.
It's
The Witch by Robert Eggers.
and then what was the other one? Where
What other one?
the other one?
The Lighthouse. It's the only other one.
No, what was there was the other one that was shot like that where her head, she sticks her head out the window and gets knocked off by a telephone pole.
Hereditary.
Oh, yeah.
Hereditary, yeah.
That's Aria Stare. That's a good one too.
Oh man. I don't know what else to say. This company fucking sucks. Like I don't go to Whole Foods. Like that's where they mostly people buy the shit from. I guess to see No Evil Whole Foods. Like I've never actually seen No Evil Foods products in the wild, but if I ever did,
Some Walmart's scared apparently.
oh shit. Well, yeah, boycott
Yeah.
Walmart. It's always
That's
good.
because you're not vegan, Nelson.
They won't do business with the
Vegetarian.
UFCW, but they'll do business with Walmart because that makes sense.
That makes sense.
It's really funny too, this co-manufacturer that they're moving to, like the company that they're doing it through, manufactures fucking jerky, like chicken and beef jerky. Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's like, and their whole argument against everybody organizing with the UFCW is we don't want to be associated with meat packers in the meat industry, when in reality, the UFCW represents the workers in those companies, and then they turn around and they're actually working with meat manufacturers in order to move on to the next evolution of the company. And it's just like, how do these people even purport to have the values that they do espouse? It's incredible. It's incredible. And, the story doesn't even end there. I don't know if you saw recently, was it yesterday that it dropped? The Paul Bless article about it?
Yeah.
There's more?
Yeah, there's more.
Oh my God.
Well, one of the things I was going to ask is, have you heard the audio from the meeting that got leaked where they laid everybody off yet?
There's more.
No,
There's
but
more
I guess we're going to hear it. Where is this audio?
Should we play it?
I mean, I could play it, or I could just send it to y'all and let you play it. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, either way.
It's pretty bad.
Well, can we put that in the episode like we did the other ones?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
if you can share it and we can all listen to it right now.
We should.
Yeah, I think we should listen to it right now.
It's
Yeah.
about, what is it? It's 13 minutes long. I'll play it now and kind of get your reactions to it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Can you
Up to
play
you.
it? Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Let me know if you can hear it though. Hang on.
Well, wait. Do you have it on like where you can send it as a file and we can share it in the Zoom, and it can be all.
How do I send it? Who do I send it to?
Send it to the email that sent you the link.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Oh God, that's me.
Yeah.
This is gonna
No,
be.
it's
It's gonna be more
wait till you
elevator.
hear it. It's fucking brutal. It's fucking
What?
brutal. And
Yeah.
just for some context with it too, the person who recorded, no, it wasn't the person who recorded it, but people who were there in that meeting told me that people were throwing fucking their No Evil Foods t-shirts at Mike. And so like it got really fucking brutal. People were really standing up for themselves in there and questioning there's two people on this video. One of them, the first speaker, is Mike, of course. giving a fucking sob story about how, he didn't actually plan to do this. And then there's the HR director, the one that helped John win his case by breaking the law and interrogating him about the petitions that we put together while we were still working there. And you'll hear it. It's brutal.
Hold on a second. I have where is it? The raw audio, if that's better than the Instagram link.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, hang on one second.
Is that the one that starts about like 2 minutes in or a minute?
It's the one that went up on Instagram.
Okay.
Let me see.
Sorry.
So with them working with the with this jerky distributor or whatever, how long will it be until we have no evil milk-fed veal jerky?
Right? Like, and it's funny because, that's another thing too. Since I spend a good portion of my day just like looking up this company and following into the owners on different social media platforms just to see the kind of people that they are and just get constant validation and confirmation that me going and talking about them repeatedly and over again is justified, which of course I'm proven right every single fucking time. But I actually did some investigating into both of their LinkedIn accounts, Mike and Sadra's. And just a week before they fired all of these people, you can see her going under all of like their rich brand friends like accounts and talking about how to keep your eye out for the new jerky rolling out this fall, and just all these positive posts about all the amazing things they're going to do in the next year. And it's just absolutely fucking disgusting that they can post something like that and then fire all of their workers with no warning and no severance the next week. Just these people have no remorse, and they love to pull out the crocodile tears and talk about how they never wanted this and how they fought for their team and all of that. But just like, where's the evidence of that? Like, between my experience with the company, his experience with the company, and now everybody who was working there, their experiences with the company just prove otherwise. And it's awful. Did it get sent?
It's
I want them to hear it. I want them to hear the.
Yeah, I got the
Sorry, I thought y'all heard it.
no, I got the Instagram link.
Okay, it's coming to you right now.
And then send it to me, Nelson, and then make it able to share. Make me able to share. Make me a co-host.
God damn, that drink sounds delicious.
Oh, it's good. Nothing like a little vodka. Vodka and
All right,
Sprite.
Tommy, you're a co-host.
All right, did you email me the link?
Not yet. Let me go back. I got the Instagram link. I haven't gotten the raw audio link yet.
Yeah, send me that. See if I can pull it up.
Okay. Did anything pull up on Signal for you?
Yeah, I pulled up on Signal. Yeah. But did you send it the email too?
Yep, it's uploading. Okay. Sorry, it's just
Cool, it's all good.
It's about halfway
It's
there.
crawling.
It's struggling.
It's halfway there. Don't stop living on a prayer. Now we're gonna get like shut down by Bon Jovi.
Right?
You were singing two different songs.
Oh yeah. One of those.
I'm gonna get DMCA'd for two different songs that I wasn't singing properly.
This is Iris. This is Iris by Bon Jovi.
Either way.
Whoa, what's going on with my screen here? Somebody hacked my phone. What is this?
Hey.
What kind of techie shit is this?
Whoa, hey.
I was waiting on this email
Right.
from Nelson.
My shit's loading.
What are you doing in my
5%.
bank
It's
account?
almost there.
What are you doing in my bank account?
All right, let's read some of Tommy's emails here.
I was gonna say, I
We
wanna
see a
your old
resume from Nelson.
Oh yeah, Tom, did you get my resume?
Yeah, let's look at it.
No, please don't. It's horrible.
You worked two
Nelson,
jobs in your
and-
entire life, Nelson?
Yeah, something like that.
What the fuck, Nelson? What am I supposed to do with this?
Nothing. You're supposed to just get me a job because
How do you get hired with this? Who would hire you?
I don't. I've worked in the same place like 5 years.
That's why you put businesses who's closed down on your resume.
Yeah.
I just put random places.
Dustin, it should have sent to you.
Just like Acme and Company, like some shit.
Yeah, add like KB Toys or whatever.
just the mall in general.
All right, this is problematic.
The whole thing is problematic.
This you know, just
I haven't updated it in so long. It's the old address.
You need some commas in there because this isn't good.
I slapped it together pretty quickly. Oh,
I like the old resume. It's so cute. It's like you just have two on there. I don't know.
There's zero like personal like stuff in there.
No, I was just like, yeah, fuck it. This is me.
Please hire me for your lowest pay position.
You were a frat boy? You were a frat boy?
Yeah, we won. We won.
You would know if you've ever seen him wear his Hawaiian print tank top.
Hell yeah.
Fucking wearing.
Whoa.
God.
We're learning things about each other. I
joined the Dungeons and Dragons like basic fraternity at Troy. It was ridiculous. Oh, also, I'm not even technically a member because they never sent my pledge class in the nationals. So I'm just like a random person who knows all the secrets.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you about this fraternity. Okay, so we were playing music.
Oh my God, yeah.
There are these guys. This is before Nelson had even. I don't even think. Anyway, so there's these guys. It's called Mitch, and I can't think of the other dude's name. But well, these guys came over. They were trying. We were auditioning people to play in this band.
Oh my God, yeah.
And both of them were from Nelson's fraternity, Teak. And this dude, he was just this how can I describe him? Like, imagine like a douchebag that wears like those sports shades, bald dude.
Picture a cop.
Suit like
Okay.
yeah. Picture a cop.
That likes Disturbed and like 5 Fingers.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
all right, I got the
lenses that go all the way back here.
Yeah. That guy that's really into like shitty metal, that Disturbed and Godsmack, all of that. Slipknot fan. Yeah. So
Whoa, hey,
Whoa. Copernicus.
Whoa.
But
All right, I sent it to you.
Sounds like a cool guy.
But but he brought his girlfriend over, and she was in the kitchen.
Oh my God,
she was in our kitchen doing homework, and every 10, like the dude would stop playing. He'd be like, "Hey, babe, I love you," and then
the dude was nice to his girlfriend.
Hey, babe,
what's so wrong
babe.
about that?
Yeah, Tommy was nice to his girlfriend. What was wrong with that?
Yeah,
She's doing fucking homework. Leave her alone.
babe. Hey, babe. I love you. every 10, like would stop in the middle of whatever he's doing. I don't know if he had like a timer on his phone. babe. And she would just ignore the shit out of him. She'd be like, what? I love you. And then she wouldn't say anything back. It was very awkward.
They're not together anymore, and she ended up marrying someone else. I know exactly who you're talking about. Anyway, Tommy, I forwarded it to you. So did you get it?
No. Because you
All right,
didn't.
cool. I literally forwarded it to you. So
You didn't.
I did.
You literally didn't. We're looking at my emails right
And
now.
it said it. It said it sent. It said it sent
we're
to Tommy.
I feel bad. We should have sent this to you guys beforehand. I
To
feel
Thatch.
like we're slowing shit down.
It's
Hey
okay.
Tommy,
Oh,
what
okay.
is support reply? Terrible.
Oh yeah, that was when I had a bad experience at Wendy's in Fort Walton Beach.
Let me memorialize this in an email.
Wait,
Listen,
what? Tommy, did
I-
you complain?
I did. I'd never complained before in my life, but I fucking complained. I was so fucking upset, and I was so goddamn hungry. And
They call,
All right.
they call you a slur?
no, they didn't. Let me tell you. So I go there. I go there after work. And there's a sign. This is 6:00. There's a sign on the drive-through window saying that we will be open at 5:30. Like, okay. So I'm just there. And so I guess they're not there. So I leave and I see other people pull around. So I pull back around, and then they're like, oh, we're only taking mobile orders. I'm like, what the fuck? So I sat right there and I put in a mobile order.
Oh my God.
And so I waited, and it said it would be ready in like 10 minutes. So I waited 10 minutes, got back in the drive-thru, was like, hey, here for my mobile order. And they're like, okay, cool. Come around. Went around. They're like, hey, sorry, but it's gonna be another Nelson, did you send me the Zoom link?
No, I didn't. I forwarded you. Okay,
It says Instagram there.
Yeah, I couldn't forward the
Oh, I
actual
see.
file. It said it was too big, so I had to forward you the Instagram link that was sent before.
But anyway, so I ended up waiting an hour for food that I had paid for, and I was very mad. That's basically the whole.
Tommy, don't you know there's a labor shortage? Like, obviously, these signs are going up that say that people don't want to work anymore.
No, it's people like Tommy that end up getting people like me free food, because the local Wendy's at my parents', like, I'll go there and I've personally seen somebody in like a Mustang in front of me, like, bitch out somebody who's working inside and then like speed away. And then like I pull up and they're like, hey, he didn't want his order. Do you want like double order basically? And I'm like, yes.
I make a point every time I can tell there's somebody shitty in front of me in a drive-through. Like, when it's my turn to pull up, I make a point to tell the person, hey, I know you don't get paid enough for this. I'm really sorry that just happened. Like, it sucks.
I feel
sorry.
like you guys are making me out to be the shitty
I'm sorry
person.
that Tommy.
I was not the shitty person.
I got
Why
Wendy's.
would you wait an hour? Why wouldn't you just
Yeah.
go somewhere else?
I already paid. It was a mobile
$6.
order.
Oh my god.
I went to Wendy's with Tommy one time, and they gave me the wrong stuff, but gave him the right stuff. Tommy's like, I would have yelled at him. I would have said something. I was like,
Tommy.
I didn't say yell. I never said yell at him. I would have been like, dude, I would have said something, not just like take, I never said yell. Nelson, you're blowing that out of proportion. I never said
I
care
stand in
these people.
solidarity with Tommy.
Oh, here comes the podcast divide.
the
We're
great
going to start fighting about how to treat fast food workers.
the great Wendy's schism.
Listen, I will take a lot. Listen, I go to fast food places at night, so I always get shitty service. I'm used to shitty service. I'm okay with shitty service, but waiting an hour after I've already waited, like
that is crazy.
It was insane, and I paid. I couldn't do anything. I felt like I was held hostage. They were like, "Well, all you gotta do is wait." And I was like, "All right, well, fuck you, cocksucker."
At that point, you've paid $6 to wait there an hour when you could have said, I'm cutting my losses and I'll go somewhere else.
Listen,
All right, we're on the verge of a come town bit. Let's
Whoa, the forbidden pot.
let's play the Instagram.
Someone's got to drop a
Okay.
slur real quick.
all right.
I love you, Tommy.
Oh, cool.
We all
this
love
is
Tom.
working out.
This
I
is
don't know.
great. No one
Is it-
listens to us anyway.
Is this something that's supposed to be happening?
Oh no, is it really not going to play after all that? God damn it.
Well, oh, hold on.
Didn't pick where it was playing.
Why is it? Oh, I know. I'm an idiot. I didn't hit share sound.
God damn it, Tommy! Every time!
Listen,
Yes, it wasn't my fault. Yeah, it wasn't my fault.
it's always your fault, Nelson.
Nope.
Get out of here.
Nope,
Make it
not
easy
this
place
time.
to start.
Oh, there it is.
All right,
All right, here we go. Everyone
Yeah.
shut up.
I'm gonna start it over.
Buckle in,
Everybody-
guys. Buckle in. It's fucking brutal.
I need a moment of silence so I know where to. So we make it
Moment of silence for whatever integrity is left of Mike Williams.
I need a clean cut so I can merge this into whatever conversation that we had before this. Hold on.
This is First of all, thank you for being here today, making time. Today's announcement is very, very difficult, and there's really not like an easy place to start. I'm going to try to be honest and transparent and speak from my heart. No Evil Foods has been experiencing some pretty significant logistical market challenges over the past year. And all of those challenges have been, they've been made worse by the COVID-19 pandemic and more complicated. We were actually counting on a significant financial investment this week that unfortunately fell through, and it's put the business and the company in a really, really challenging place right now. And so we fought long and hard to try to get through this, all of us did. But the reality of the situation is the company has essentially, run out of money. And we're now really forced to make some really big, really, really difficult changes. And really, it's coming down to that in order for No Evil Foods to have a future at all, we have to move to a co-manufactured model. So that it's devastating, but I have to announce today that we're going to be ending production operations here at the Axis and moving, all production to a co-manufacturer in the near future. This is it's a decision obviously none of us ever wanted to make, and a situation we never could have imagined that we would be in. And I hope you can believe that it's not a decision that we're making lightly, but it is really kind of coming down to whether or not there will be a No Evil Foods in the future at all or not.
So we get fired so you can stay alive.
I think that
We put a lot of hard work into this.
You did,
I
absolutely.
have a question too. Why did Third didn't even know about this? I showed up here on a whim. Nobody even told us. We heard from Shore they got fired. I mean, why can't there at least be an email? Hey, third shift, show up.
I can understand the frustration.
Don't blew the window by church in October when you said that we had 10 years of life built into this.
It's like our whole crew don't even know.
I gave up a lot to come here.
I understand. I think the realities of our business are that the business model requires funding and financing to be able to go forward, and that has become increasingly challenging to secure.
Because of the way it's all been run.
Look, absolutely, is it my responsibility and our responsibility here?
So what are you gonna do for us now?
So can you let him finish talking, please? Let him finish talking, please.
So we have always tried to make it a priority to do everything we could to do right by the people on this team. We have always tried to do that. And to take care of this No Evil Foods community along the way. We started with a specific vision to try to create, sustainable, healthier, plant-based meats to try to help support the future of a better food system. But, the past year has been universally challenging, and I know that all of you have been affected by that. Not everyone in this room has been affected by that. And we never expected to find ourselves in this position, having to make decisions like this. It hurts my heart. I know it hurts all of you, and I'm sorry. It is unfortunately the only chance that we have at keeping No Evil alive in some way, to be able to have a chance at achieving that mission in the future of positive impact for people, planet, and animals through our food. I know how much the people in this room care about this company. I've seen all of you give so much to this mission, to this vision, to building this culture, to building this team that you become. We are going to be forever grateful to all of you for everything that you've contributed here, everything that you've done, everything that you've helped to build. This breaks my fucking heart. I'm sorry that we're here today. I do hope that someday everyone will understand why we had to make these difficult decisions. And we're here to try to do everything we can to help you all move smoothly to that next opportunity, whatever lies ahead. Drew's going to talk in a minute. We're going to get into more details about that, but I'm speaking for myself, for Cedro. We want to do everything that we can to help you move forward to the next thing. And I want to say thank you to all of you for everything. From the bottom of my heart, Cedro and I are going to stay here if you want to talk, ask questions, anything. What this team has been able to accomplish here is nothing short of remarkable. I want you to try, not today, but a little bit down the road, try to hold on to that. Always remember what you were all able to do here as a team. And we owe you a hell of a lot more gratitude than I can put into words here today. Thank you.
Okay, I just want to pause it for a second. Like, Jesus Christ,
God
dude.
damn.
Dude, those people were fucking pissed. And I don't blame them, but holy shit. Oh my God. I can't believe they didn't riot.
I feel like there was one person who said, let him finish talking. And so everybody kind of simmered down to, I guess, let him finish talking. And then he just spewed bullshit afterwards.
Yeah.
This is what we've been trying to do with like so many words to say. We have decided to cut all of you off so that we can keep surviving. Like that, he could have said like one sentence.
Yeah.
But instead he choked up. He almost cried.
Oh my God.
Such crocodile tear bullshit. Oh my God. That was so bad.
It's so just full of shit because you like you were saying, like these deals don't happen overnight. Like you knew this was happening. You knew this was happening. And I think a lot of the trembling in his voice was because like you knew you had fucked up. You knew you were about to do the shittiest thing a human being could probably do, and just like take food out of 50 people's mouths without any warning, without any hesitation. Just like, you know, he knew there was going to be a revolt. He knew he was going to get that kind of reaction.
It gets worse. I'm telling you, it's worth listening to the whole thing because like the blow up happens later on, like within the last, 7 minutes of the video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, he knew. I'm convinced, and I've been like joking with John that like the only reason that he gave that fucking sob story about everything is so he didn't get his ass beat in the parking lot, man.
Yeah, play like another minute and a half of that. You'll see.
Oh no, we're gonna play the
keep
whole
going.
thing.
Yeah.
I just wanted to pause and just talk about what we just heard, like, because that's intense.
Just wild.
Yeah.
As Mike talked about, you didn't have anything else to say, okay. I'm going to walk you through the next steps. We are, as Mike said, we're out of money and we have to shut down manufacturing today. And so I'm going to walk you through the next steps of the layoff and the process. It's a short process, but also kind of like taking the next steps forward. I'm going to go ahead and take just a minute and get these letters out to everyone, just so that you have these in front of you as I go through it so you can reference it. I know. I got tricked there.
Can we give you again, or do you have to do them?
Maybe. Yeah.
That's your dad. Hope it feeds your little baby. It depends on you to feed her.
Sure. It's not here right now.
She's sick. She doesn't next time. Left here with 3 weeks severance pay. He was a piece of shit. And I want to tell my little 6-year-old granddaughter that I raised that I get nothing. Nothing for being here for 2 years.
Well,
But there's
keep population number one, lots of jobs get more than we do.
I don't
Some of us have
know.
families too that depend on us.
I don't see Cindy. So, what I've got is there's the first letter is a termination letter. It lays out the reason for termination, which is layoff due to lack of work. For unemployment purposes, that's a really important reason to put down on the sheet because that is one of the reasons that goes through and gets claims processed quickly. So I just want to make sure that that's clear. Sometimes people have that question to answer it, so I want to make sure you have that. The termination date. Today was a payday, but there's a week of work. You're going to get paid for today, so it's full.
Thank you.
And what we'll do is we'll then run pay on the 25th of June for this week. So you have that week of pay on the 25th.
One more week, baby.
We don't get anything else?
We do not have money to offer severance.
And the people that were laid off get better.
Screw all y'all.
The people that got laid off
Fuck you!
earlier. Like, why are you gonna get rid of the equipment? Don't you have to sell that? Like, I mean, you can't tell me there's absolutely no money. Are you gonna get paid, Drew?
We have to shutter operations and move them to a co-manufacturer. That's
Feed
the
our
situation.
families. Thank you.
Um,
It's not just me. I'm not just worried about me.
I understand that this decision did not come easy, and we worked very hard to try to find the solutions. But this is a decision between No Evil Foods existing and non-existing. Period.
They got the better deal. The people that fucked up and sucked got a better deal than we got.
I know, I totally.
You feel
There's no, I appreciate that.
For my people who are here, like I said, in the cold, they have no idea we just showed
We
up.
plan on calling everyone, making sure that everyone gets the same
Well,
message.
now, like, the
Yeah, everybody knows.
I'm gonna definitely send it to them. I'm gonna get them an email. I'll get communications to them right after this meeting.
All it
Absolutely.
would have done was just say, hey, I need you guys here at one today. My whole crew, would have finished or not.
Yep.
We did it anyway.
Look, I understand it, and I'll take. That's my responsibility, and I messed that up. I should have let them know. I was thinking everyone got off third shift, and we're better off to call them later in the afternoon than call them for 1 o'clock meeting.
They don't
Bad
have
decision.
I couldn't even go to sleep when I found out. I mean, this is my livelihood.
Understood.
You know, I got kids to take care of. Fuck going to sleep. Come down. I mean, I don't like
You're still falling.
tell me to my face.
That was our mistake, I think, as Drew said, we tried to solve it, recognize that was our mistake to do it that way.
Yeah.
And I hate to even be talking like this. Y'all know this ain't me. But,
Yeah.
I mean, 2 years for not even a phone call or a phone call? Really? You think that's okay?
No, none of it's okay. Honestly, none of it's okay. It's fucking awful. And it's our responsibility to try to figure out a way to do it in the best way. And it's our fault. We didn't see it. It would have been better, you know, in hindsight, to call
I
everybody.
know it might sound like a quick decision, but it wasn't a very last second decision.
We literally had.
You were here at 8 o'clock. You could have told Mike, before Mike said anything, you could have told Mike, hey, tell the rest of the crew to be here at 1 o'clock. That's simple.
Look, if I care about the black girl, we would clean.
Yeah, we would come in and still clean the black building.
It wasn't about that. It wasn't
about that.
You need to sell some equipment and pay us.
This all, like, I said, we have.
They ordered all this stuff.
Through the last, like, this week.
They ordered all this stuff. Y'all knew you was going bankrupt. Okay. Got more money?
I want to, before everyone, it looks like everyone's starting to stand up. The one thing I want to make sure there's inside that packet, there is a job fair coming up next Tuesday, and there are opportunities. I also have sign-up sheets that if you want us to make referral calls for you, we are reaching out to Eastport, to Wicked Weed, to New Belgium, and making personal connections to employers in the community to help you land quickly. So if you're interested in signing up for that list, I've got sign-ups up here. If you have more questions, I'm happy to answer those after this. Inside of your packet is also a referral letter to basically let everyone know you were in good standing when this happened. And we're hoping that that also helps them understand who you are, what you represent, and what you've been able to achieve here. We ran into a very difficult challenge, and this is where we landed. The way our benefits are designed, benefits end today, range urgent care ends to the end of the month. On the benefits, you get a COBRA notice, and then that COBRA notice, it allows you to continue your benefits. So if you had a claim next week, you can pay for your benefits to continue, and that claim gets paid as part of those benefits continuations. And if you have questions about COBRA afterwards, you can reach out to me. The job fair next week, there's right around, I think, 30.
Hey, Sweaty. I know we just laid you off, and I know you don't have another job, but guess what we're going to do for you? We're going to set you up with a job fair. Check this out, Sweaty.
So is the person who was talking in that part, the HR person, is that Drew?
Yes.
Okay, so somebody directly asked him, let me make sure I heard this correctly. Somebody directly asked him, are you getting paid?
Yeah.
And he just completely skirted the question.
Yeah.
Because the
So
fucker
he
is
is getting paid.
Yeah, HR is being retained. It said so on their letters. They're keeping HR for referrals, so he's keeping his job.
What's extra funny though too is that he's not technically HR anymore. After John's whole fucking case, and he's the guy directly responsible for John being entitled to a settlement. They promoted him. He's like, his title is so funny. It's like the fucking, what is he, like the fucking president of
The president of it's the
happiness.
happiness director VP of people and culture.
That's it, VP of people and culture.
What the fuck?
He's HR. I mean, that's what he is.
Orwellian,
But it's Orwellian doublespeak. And, I want to laugh at this. Like, it's funny because they're just terrible. And we, like you and I, all of us have known that. But these people didn't. These people didn't know that. These people walked into that meeting thinking they were going to do the normal fucking regular meeting where they talk about, oh, it's this person's birthday. Haha, this person's been here for 6 months. Oh, here's a t-shirt. Like, yay, y'all are doing a great job. Like, that's what these meetings were typically called for. These people didn't know that this was coming. And then that happened. And it just makes me want to cry. Like, I'm sorry. I heard on that audio somebody saying, I have a grandkid to take care of. Like, how do these people look that person in the face and be okay with what they did? It just really upsets me. This is why I set up a fundraiser for these people, because fucking No Evil won't do anything about it. And
yeah,
I just think nobody should buy their new fucking jerky in the fall. I just don't think anyone should buy it.
Well, they're broke. I mean, they can't afford. They can't afford to help anybody.
Yeah, but if their PitchBook profile is any indication of how broke they are, they got a $2.5 million loan, according to PitchBook, 3 days before they did this.
But listen, that's only enough to cover Mike and Sadra's salary. Okay, like.
Right? See, this is where you need to get into the talking points, because they claim that they got a 50%
Actually,
pay cut.
you got them pulled up there right on the Instagram. I mean, I'm just going to read it off, but you can see everything. Scroll down a little bit and you'll see it. That's not the first one. It's the second one down.
Oh, no.
Like down the page, not down the post. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Right next to it's right above the green box. Yeah. That one. Yeah. That got leaked.
Thank you so much for your patience while we finalize our talking points to address the layoffs and our transitioning business model. We want each of you to have the tools to engage in open dialogue effectively and confidently about the difficult and painful position the company was in. We also want you to approach this with a lot of optimism for what's coming next.
What the
jerky,
fuck?
Baby, jerky.
What the fuck? We want you guys to continue putting on a happy face, even though we're fucking you over.
Yeah,
so that our company continues to look good. What the fuck?
Hey, we set you up with the job fair, okay? What more do you want?
But it's funny because in these talking points, they go on to say things like, oh, No Evil Foods faced a bunch of financial difficulties and, oh, COVID-19 fucked this up for us. And it was so hard on them to fire everyone like that. It was so hard on them. And I think if you
click over a little bit on the box there, you'll see there's more to it.
like there's more, and they have a series of like maybe 8 or 9 I don't know if it'll scroll. I think that's just
no.
like the one.
You gotta move the cursor over like where the image is, like right to the edge of like right there. You go.
There we go.
Yeah, there's more.
The attached PDF can be used to guide one-on-one conversations or sent via email to support the discussion. Mike and I are available and ready to assist conversation with any partner. Please let us know what feedback you're hearing so we can adjust or add to our communications. It's incredible.
The talking points themselves are attached there. Yeah, there you go.
Please be our PR for us.
Yeah, it's like, these people, but in these fucking
Oh, it's right there. You just pulled it up. Yeah.
Yes, it's right there. Hold that. Pause that right there. Leave that right there. While this decision to shift our business model was necessary to support the future financial sustainability of our company, everyone lost something in this difficult position. Wow, I didn't even read that myself. That's incredible. Layoffs were not just concentrated in our manufacturing team. We've had to adjust our staffing model across the board, including managers and senior executives. No Evil Foods co-founders Mike and Sadra are taking a 50% pay cut and have put their life savings to provide critical financial support through this difficult transition. What were they making before the 50% pay cut? And what are they making now? I like how they list that there's a fucking 50% pay cut to them when there was a 100% pay cut to their fucking employees.
I would definitely advocate violence.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm
Like,
not
how is-
advocating
how is-
violence. That's what they like to accuse me of.
Like, how was COVID hard on them? What, would they miss a fucking Mumford and Son show? Like, what the fuck?
You don't have to advocate for violence. Let that be us.
Yeah, I've thrown them in the soy grinder about like 5 times during that audio that we had to hear. That was just fucking horrible.
Yeah, I hope they get so ridden with grief that they drive their fucking Tesla into the biggest tree they can find.
They put it on autopilot.
Oh yeah, they
does
put it on
for 'em.
auto drive.
But the thing is they don't care, and we all know they don't care. Like, it's totally fake. The crocodile tears, they don't give 2 shits. They're rich.
There was a lot of very like. So this is the psychology student coming out in me.
I was
But
about to say you're the psych student.
there's a very like pointed. Like they planned this, so Drew, the HR guy, had a much different tone to. Mike was the first one. He had like such a different tone. It was more to the point. He fit in a lot more like facts that were kind of glossed over in the first part of it to kind of like, if he can say it fast enough, then nobody's gonna like react to it right then. And so he's playing the bad guy so that Mike can continue to look like the good guy who's crying about this and so sad about his company, falling apart. And then I would go so far as to say, so there was issues with, what was it, like third shift not being there? Was that correct?
Yeah, so apparently they had a shift that ran from like, I think 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. And what they ended up doing was not letting any of them know that this meeting was happening. And from what I've been told from other employees, these employees had to find out through phone calls from other employees because they didn't even bother fucking calling them. That one person that you hear speaking up about that was saying, you couldn't even call third shift. I came here on a whim. Like, they didn't even let a third of their staff fucking know what was going on.
I think that was planned. I think, well, for one thing, they took accountability. So HR and management took accountability way too quickly because they're used to hearing those buzzwords and going like, oh yes, we take accountability. But I would go so far, and this is just me speculating, but I would go so far as to say that was planned because dealing with a room with 2/3 of your staff angry is a lot easier than dealing with a room full of all of your staff angry.
And they don't want to fuck with. If you work night shift, you're
Yeah, I was
already a
gonna
different
say,
breed.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like they'll night shift.
They're fucking tired. They're done with work, and now they have to come into this fucking meeting. And then when they get into the meeting, they find out that they've lost their jobs as of that day. Like that was calculated. I would go so far as to say that was entirely calculated.
Yeah, if you work third shift, you're already crazy. So they would have probably killed them. They would have thrown them in the soy grinder.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The whole crocodile tears thing, I'm convinced, this again, my speculation, but I'm convinced that the whole crocodile tears, not fact-based fucking boohoo nonsense was so he didn't get his ass beat in the parking lot and his tires slashed, because that's what I would do if someone did that to me.
And
thankfully, I
didn't even have the spine.
Before,
He
but
didn't even have the spine to be like, yeah, you're all fired, get out. Like, it's just one of those things like, oh, wah, like, we hurt too, but like, yeah, it's probably definitely self-preservation because he knew that he could get thrown in the soy grinder if his tires slashed or whatnot. But like,
yeah, they deserve to die.
This like sniveling cowards that they are. It's just like, it's ridiculous.
It was definitely preserving image for the person who's like the face of the company. So the owner of the company, it's preservation for his image, because I would say that No Evil already knows that a lot of their meetings end up getting recorded or leaked or something like that. So in order to, if they're thinking somebody's going to record this, somebody's going to leak this, so we're going to have to put up that front in front of everybody. That's why the HR guy is the one who came in with all of the like gut punches. He's the one that gets to be the bad guy because he's not the face of the company. However, Mike is, so he gets to be sad and say like, I'm so sorry and all this stuff, but he's not the one that has to like field all of the hard questions. It's entire, like, corporate culture is always like premeditated like this, but it's just so gross watching it.
I love that analysis. That's something that I haven't actually even considered, which I should have, because like everything they do is fucking calculated. But no, that's an excellent analysis. And Drew, the HR guy, was always kind of like the strong arm. He was the one that questioned John about the hazard pay petition. Drew was the one who, I got into it with that guy too. And that's a whole other story for a whole other time. But after John was fired, him and I got into it. Like, this dude is the strong arm. Mm-hmm. And it is, I think the biggest thing that bothers me about that entire audio that we just listened to is when that person says, so are you going to get paid, Drew? You're telling me there's no money. Are you going to get paid? And he goes, well, we're shutting down the facility here. Like it's a yes or no question, buddy. Like, which is it?
Tommy, we can still see your screen.
Oh shit.
I think one of the what happened? One of the best ones was when the lady was like, they should sell some equipment to pay us. Like, yeah, they should sell fucking equipment to pay off. They just got all this equipment that they're not going to use. They're going to sell it in pocket is what they're going to do. But they really should sell it and give the money as a severance, but they're not going to fucking do it.
I'm so angry that I can feel my face is phically hot.
Your face is
like, I keep
red.
touching my face because it's so hot. I'm so red right now. Your
cheeks are literally bright red.
It literally adds an extra layer of my frustration and anger and hatred for this company, just watching all of your reactions to this audio. Because him and I have listened to it like 87 times at this point. But watching like raw, natural reactions to this is... Again, it's heartbreaking. Like that's them shitting all over a bunch of people who dedicated themselves to this company, and they don't care. I
mean, I've had people reach out to me and say, I stood by them throughout the union drive because I thought they were just going through rough patches, and I really believed, and I'm paraphrasing, but other people were like, I really believed them, and I really thought that we had like this family culture and that they cared about us, and I feel bad for them. I mean, you don't have to. The thing is, like, you can, if you don't want to support the union, I mean, okay, if you didn't like the hazard pay petition, fine. But how do you support the company after they do something like this? If you hate unions, fine, but how are you on board with buying products from a company that does this, like just throws their workers out after using them through the pandemic? Like, it's...
You know, what's also a fun fact is I've been in contact with a more conservative leaning person that worked there. They pretty much got hired to replace me. Through our conversations, we've discovered that. But he's more of a right-wing dude. Okay, so it's super funny. This dude looks like fucking Tommy Chong to a T. Like, think Tommy Chong, that 70s show, that's what this dude looks like. He's very pleasant, but he's also... him and I are not politically aligned in any concept. The first thing that he said to me when we started talking about this is that, you know, I'm not really a union guy, and we can, you know, we all could pick that apart for days. But, you know, the first thing he told me is like, you know, I'm not a union guy. You know, I don't really give a shit so much about that. He just couldn't believe that they cut them off like that with no warning. But what he ended up telling me the other day, I know. But what this person ended up telling me the other day is that he was trying to get into his employee portal, like the online website where they can view their W-2s, all of their employee reviews, anything related to that. No Evil Foods locked these employees out of the portal so that they could only view their last 2 pay stubs, according to him. Like, and of my understanding of what he said to me, like, I don't want to throw that guy out there if that's not completely... whatever. You see my point. Like, basically, these people can't even view their employee reviews to give to potential employers. And their phone calls to the company about this are going unaddressed. So that whole narrative about how, you know, oh, well, you know, we're going to do everything we can for you guys to help you get replaced to new jobs and blah, 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 blah. Like, it's all bullshit. It's not true. And if you're buying No Evil Foods products, you should stop doing it today.
Yeah, and like, what the fuck?
Wow. It's, you know, we've done, like, this is the 3rd episode on No Evil Foods, and it's just like, they just, like you all said, they just keep getting shittier and shittier and shittier. It's just like, what the, I don't even know what to say.
It's just wild. Like you hear about this shit, but to follow it like we've been following it, and to see it happen in real time, it's so close, and it's genuinely terrifying. It's like we're all, like, the working class, we're up against such a big fucking thing. Just
like,
goddamn.
It's like watching class warfare unfold in front of your eyes. Like, these people obviously have money. Mike and Saber are never going to have to, like, go without, right? They're millionaires, obviously. And they just, on a whim, just said, yep, fuck these, like, meticulously, like we said, like, they had to get under 50 employees, and they were like, all right, y'all are fired, fuck you. We're taking Cobra. Like, Cobra's a fucking joke. Like, it is so horrible. Like, Cobra costs like an arm and a leg. Like, it's ridiculous. It's a fucking joke. And people who be like, oh, it's universal health. No, it's not. It's stupid. Like, it sucks. But
sorry.
No, it's just fucking, the whole fucking thing is just fucking crazy.
Yeah. And G.I. Joe always kills Cobra. So yeah.
G.I. Joe.
Like, how are you gonna tell people to pay for Cobra after you just fucking fired them? Like, how are you gonna
with
do
what
that?
Goddamn money?
How are you gonna do that?
Oh, this is just
like, oh, you can continue to pay for your healthcare if you need it. Can you though? Can you? But I do want to talk about what we've done in response to this, because, you know, regardless of my personal relationships with the people who work there, you know, there's a lot of mixed feelings going around, because I've been pretty vocal about how much I hate this fucking company since I quit and before I quit and all of that. But we put together a fundraiser for these people, because No Evil Foods doesn't give a shit. And it's people that have to come together to help each other, because companies aren't going to do it, no matter how fucking leftist their branding is. So what I'll do is I'll send you guys a link to that fundraiser, and hopefully we can get that out as fast as possible and help these people out so we can make sure that their kids have food and that these people can go see, an urgent care if they need to.
Maybe
and
sign up for Cobra.
maybe sign up for Cobra. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I've done in response to this, because I don't know what else to do. It's so hard going up against, you actually said this, and I use this as a talking point whenever I'm talking about this. It's so hard going up against capital. It's so hard going up against capital. What are you going to do? So anybody who might have $1, $10, 2 cents, please go donate it. If you can't donate, please go share it. Any fucking penny helps.
Yeah. One other thing too is I feel like this has kind of been said, but this is like a microcosm of what you should be expecting from any. The story initially was, this is a shitty company. They bust unions. These are the tactics they use, and this is what they'll do if you try to organize. But it goes beyond that now. It's more like, this is a shitty company, and this could be your shitty company. And if you see these red flags start popping up at your job, like they're anti-union or they roll out a shitty COVID policy, or something like that, they're socially branded where they have product names like Comrade Cluck, or they claim they're progressive or revolutionary leaders or some shit like that. These are all red flags. If your employer is acting like that, they don't give a shit about you. No Evil Foods is an example of what you can expect from small companies, and sure as hell you can expect it from the big ones like Amazon.
I think that one of the crazy things was that when they talked about unemployment real quick, and they were like, oh yeah, by the way, like this will make everything go better collecting unemployment. Like unemployment's tapped. Like people are still trying to wait to get on unemployment from the pandemic. Like the fact that they think that like all these people are just going to be able to flood into and get unemployment right away is just ridiculous. Like they're trying to literally do away with it to get people to go back to work. So the audacity of them to be like, oh yeah, this will make it like easier for you to get unemployment. It's bullshit. Like it's ridiculous. And
yeah, getting on unemployment takes time too. You can't just sign up for unemployment and you immediately start getting money. There's a whole process involved with that.
And it goes back to them just being evil. Like the No Evil Foods is evil. Take the no away. It's Evil Foods.
Yeah. One other thing too, that's kind of unrelated, but I feel like should be mentioned. The company they're working with is, this co-manufacturing company. Paul Blest, he wrote an article last year about the union busting, and he came out with this story a couple days ago now about this leaked memo. He wrote about the memo, but one of the things he said, I just want to read it to you here. He said in this article, No Evil Foods has not publicly divulged who they're working with to produce their products now, saying only in its talking points that it's a co-manufacturing facility in Illinois that works with other food brands in the plant-based space. But according to a source familiar with the move, No Evil Foods is moving into a plant-based facility in Danville, Illinois, owned by Paxton Packaging, a co-packer and artisan jerky manufacturer, which works with beef, pork, and poultry.
We did mention.
Yeah, we did, but I just wanted to emphasize again, like, just
is that plant unionized? Because it's funny because they're moving from like a red state at like right to work state to like a heavily unionized state.
Yeah, who knows? Anything could happen. I mean, there's an IW chapter in Chicago, so there's tons of unions in Illinois.
Yeah,
like you said, I mean,
that would be so ironic if they moved to a union plant. It's like that is the icing on this shit cake.
It's also funny because we've been looking up where, I didn't mean to cut you off either, Tommy, but it's just been funny, like we've been trying to figure out where they were actually moving to. It's Black Phillip. Okay, sorry. But sorry, my point was that since all of this happened, we've been trying to look up, where they could potentially be moving in Illinois and what the chances were of, this manufacturer, this one. And so, we're looking this up, and I lost my train of thought. So I'm just not about Paxton. It was something else. Just that.
Is it the UFCW?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So we found. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So we found this fucking plant that we thought that. Thank you. We found this fucking plant that we thought that they were moving to, and it's in the same building as a UFCW headquarters, and like the UFCW has, pretty much everything there organized. And I'm not sure, I never got complete verification that that's where it is, but it was just so fucking ironic that like we see the building that we're theorizing that these people are in, and 3 doors down, there's a UFCW office. It's just fucking mind blowing that their ideals go out the window when it means they can make more money. Yeah, that's all I got.
They never had the ideals in the first place, is what it seems.
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus.
I wonder
if you're in a grocery store and you see No Evil Foods, fill your cart up with it and push the cart to a hidden area where people won't find it until all the shit has gone bad.
Oh man.
Oh, sorry, I'm not going to say that we do this. But, maybe if you're in a grocery store and you see No Evil Foods products, maybe push all those products back and just put a couple things in front of it. It's not illegal. It's not hurting anybody. That's all.
And then just shit on the floor right there in front of it.
Oh, right there.
Before we wrap this up, y'all, guys, anything else y'all wanna say? I know you can talk about this for days, but is there anything else? Any final thoughts? Any final things, John, Meagan, that y'all wanna throw out there? Let people. I don't know. Is there anything else that get piled on this complete shit show?
My only thing, and I know that I've said it before, just anybody who has the ability to donate to this fund that we have going, please do it. And if you can't, please share it. All I'm trying to do is help these people that got fucked over by this horrible company. And so donate if you can. If you can't donate, share it, and quit buying fucking No Evil Foods products. They're absolute fucking garbage. There's a million other products that taste better anyway. Those are my closing thoughts.
I would say follow Bertie Gregson on Twitter, So Evil Foods on Instagram, Mo Evil Foods on Facebook. They can move to Illinois, but they can't move away from what they just did and what they've been doing over the last year and a half. This shit's going to follow them no matter where they go. And I don't feel like this is the end of... these people will continue to act like this. They'll continue to draw attention to themselves. They'll continue screwing over their employees, and their employees will continue reaching out and speaking out and exposing them. And it'll be a process until they when I first went public with this stuff, I used to say, maybe they'll change and maybe they can reform themselves, but it's way past that. They're never going to do it. They're just going to run themselves out of business. I mean, or they won't. They'll just keep taking VC money and go on, and I don't know. But yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, the whole situation is just it's fucked. But yeah, send me that link and I'll put it in our link tree and I'll put it at the top so people get to it. And then I had some other people reach out for donation from our Patreon, but we'll see if we can set some aside for that. But yeah, definitely send me the link. I'll put it on top of our link tree in big bold letters and share it around so people can see it. But thanks for coming back on, y'all. And anyway, fuck. God, no, Evil Foods fucking sucks. Anyway, at Dixieland, the proletariat, we believe the South will rise again, but this time for the right reasons. Those being worker-owned means of production, decolonization, and self-determination for all oppressed peoples. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to us on social media at Dixie Prole. We are coming to you from the birthplace of the civil rights movement, Montgomery, Alabama, as well as the United Kingdom. We'd also like to recognize we're recording on occupied land that rightfully belongs to the Muskogee Nation. Megan and John, thanks for coming back on. Fuck no evil foods. Tommy got a cursed satanic bunny, and
eat meat.
Yeah, but not Black Phillip.
Not Black Phillip.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you so much.
Anytime, y'all. Tyler.
Well, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll see y'all next time. And you know the fucking vibes. Fuck no evil foods.